Hey, so in this video I want to talk about smells that make a woman want to have sex with you. It might sound like a crazy statement to make, but smells are like the wind. They have a direct impact on your life, even though you can't see them, right? If somebody smells good, or there's a subtle smell which you pick up on, your brain is going to respond to that. Even though you can't see it, it's going to have a direct effect on the people around you. So if you can use smells the right way, this has a really positive impact on attraction. Now, the first thing I want to talk about is a compound called hedione, which was first used, and I think it was the 1960s, in a fragrance called Eau Sauvage. Steve McQueen used to wear this fragrance a lot, and it was credited with being the first fragrance to have hedione. Now, what's interesting about hedione is that it's been found to stimulate an area of the brain that's responsible for sex hormones in women. So if you wear a fragrance like Paco Rabanne Invictus, CK1, or Eau Sauvage, there's a good chance that you can stimulate this area of the brain in a woman and you can actually elicit more attraction out of her. Now, the second thing, and perhaps the most important aspect of smell that I want to talk about today, is testosterone and the effect that this has on women. You are a man, and as a man you have testosterone in your body. Women are primed to pick up on this. And if you smell good, you smell healthy, and you have a lot of testosterone in your body, then women are going to pick up on this smell at a subconscious level, and they're going to respond to it very positively. Now, they published some interesting research in the journal Nature Neuroscience, and they found that female mice, when exposed to the smell of dominant alpha mice, underwent a form of neurological change after only 2 days. Now, after being exposed to these dominant mice, what was actually interesting was that the female mice, their brains were rewired only to respond to the alpha mice. They didn't respond to the beta mice or any of the other mice. They essentially attached themselves to the dominant mice and would only mate with them. There is evidence to suggest that women react much the same way after being exposed to the scent of alpha males. Androstationone also has another powerful effect on the female brain. Exposure to androstationone has been found to trigger cortisol in women, and this cortisol release can induce euphoria, shed inhibition, reduce uncertainty, and psychological concerns regarding sexual partners. So if you actually release more testosterone and you have a healthy amount in your body, you're going to lower a woman's inhibition towards you, and she's going to be much more open and receptive to being with you. So this is very important to consider. You have to be healthy, you have to be strong, because women can pick up on this at a subconscious level. You need to work on developing your testosterone levels. How do you do this? You work out, you eat healthy food, you sleep lots, you get good rest, you have a healthy lifestyle, and you will increase your testosterone. Now, I'd also like to touch on some interesting research which was published in the Czech Republic, and they found that women respond positively to men who eat garlic. If you eat garlic 1 to 2 times a day, you actually are more attractive to women because you smell better. Garlic contains many antioxidants that improve the body's metabolic functioning. These antioxidants reduce body odor, and garlic's powerful antibacterial properties help kill off strong-smelling microorganisms while boosting the body's immune system at the same time. Right, so if you have garlic and you consume 1 to 2 cloves a day, you're going to feel better, your body's going to run better, and you're going to be more attractive to women because you're going to smell better as well. Now, I want to end this video by talking about perhaps the most interesting study of all, which was published in the International Journal of Cosmetic Science. And they did this really interesting experiment where they got women to watch videos of men. Now, these men were divided into 2 groups. One group had no fragrance at all, and the other group was wearing a fragrance. And what the researchers then asked the women to do was to rate the men on a scale of attractiveness. Who was more attractive? And what they found was very interesting. They found that the men who wore a fragrance came across on video as much more attractive than the men who didn't wear any fragrance at all. Now, what's really interesting about this study is that the women had no way of knowing which men were wearing a fragrance and which men weren't wearing any fragrance at all. And simply by watching the videos, the women knew which men were more attractive, and these men were all wearing a fragrance. Why is this? Well, the researchers reasoned that men who wore a fragrance actually acted more confident and felt better about themselves. So if you wear a fragrance, you eat garlic, you boost your testosterone levels, you're going to have a big impact on people around you, and women are going to notice. You're going to act more confident, you're going to smell better at a subconscious and a conscious level, and you're going to be much more attractive to women. Now, if you like this tip and you'd like to know more about creating attraction in short-term and long-term relationships, or you want to create real intense attraction with a woman you've just met, go to my website or go to Amazon and you can buy my book, Atomic Attraction. And if you want help with a specific relationship problem, I do Skype and email consultations. Talk soon.